is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you on a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. Getting ready. The season has started. Players have came and players have went, and now it's time to focus on the players of now. Woo! This is going to be tough to see who's going to be out here ready to dominate. But one person that caught my eye was Nikola Mirotic, a guy that got traded last year because he was unhappy with Chicago, the team that drafted him and gave him an opportunity. He was the perfect fit alongside Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis is a guy that is very good at being a rim protector, but he also needs space so he can do the pick and pop, so he can get in the paint, so he can get those elbow jumpers. Without them being able to double team him, he needed some floor spacing. And adding Nikola Mirotic was a great trade for them because it gave them that stretch four. But Mirotic is a guy that has continued to develop, and he has gotten better every season to me. And I think that he could be a great fit if he can continue to do the small things that will allow him to continue to play alongside Anthony Davis, which is shooting a three, rebounding when he has to, and handling the ball enough to make enough plays. Now, Mirotic started off as a guy that just shot a bunch of threes and had bad shot selection. But now his shot selection has improved. He's a lot more smarter, but he also has gotten better at that shot. Now, I know you got to get adjusted. You have to get adapted with the speed, the quickness, and the minutes and the length of the games. So I'm not going to get mad at him for that because at the end of the day, that's something that all rookies and all players have to get adjusted to because it's a different style of game compared to where you played at before. But I think he definitely, like the title say, he can win Most Improved Player because for him to come in, he only averaged 16 points for the Chicago Bulls last year. He only averaged 14 points with the New Orleans Pelicans when he got traded. And at the end of the day, I can definitely see Nikola Mirotic probably being a 20-point scorer and seeing his efficiency goes up because he's going to be playing as the benefactor of getting open shots from guys like Anthony Davis and other players on his roster. So I know he's not going to average 30 points. I know that he most likely won't average 10 rebounds, but I know he can average around there because he had a season with the Pelicans last year where he averaged 14 points and he still was able to get 8.2 rebounds. But knowing you have ball handlers that can create easy opportunities for you, and all you really have to do is really just score the basketball and finish the play and, just knock down the shots to the best of your ability. But he seems like he's a lot more hungrier. When he first came into the NBA, it seemed like he knew what he wanted to do. He knew who he was. But it seems like he's been a lot more confident. He's been putting in a lot more work. And I see that he's not hesitant. He's very confident in his abilities. And that's something that they need on this team. When you look at this roster, they have obviously Etuan Moore, Jahlil Okafor, Julius Randle, but losing Rondo and losing guys like DeMarcus Cousins, they're going to need somebody that can consistently score with Drew Holiday. If they really want to make the playoffs and they really want to make a big push to even get a higher seed, that can help Anthony Davis MVP case. But that's also a role that Nikola Mirotic can definitely fill because he definitely has the potential to score a lot of points, especially because they need it. Julius Randle, he's coming off the bench, and he's going to have a great role on that because he can beat up on the second teams and he can really feast and do his own thing because the starters is on the bench. And he can play with AD depending on the lineups, and he can play with Mirotic because Mirotic stretch out the floor. But I like the fact that he really feels comfortable and having a whole season, a whole training camp, a whole preseason with this team instead of trying to learn everything on the fly, trying to learn all the plays, trying to fit in. I feel like now that he had the playoffs, now that he's been with this roster, now that they all know each other and know their strengths and weaknesses, plus they got new plays, he's familiar with the plays, that just makes his ride and trip easier, obviously, with Alvin Gentry and the Pelicans team. Now, I didn't have the Pelicans making the playoffs because I feel like they just didn't have enough. I feel like there was a lot more teams that was a lot more well-rounded. There was a lot more deeper. And this team, if they take a severe injury, it really hurts their chances because they don't really have enough talent to replace a Mirotic, to replace an AD. And they're going to need guys like Mirotic and AD and Drew Holiday to play exceptional damn near every night if they really want a legitimate shot at winning and making it to the playoffs. So I feel like Anthony Davis is going to be the scoring champion. I said that before, but he's going to need help when he gets double teamed, when he's going to get trapped, and when he has to trust his teammates. He's going to need guys that's going to knock down shots. And I feel like that's a role that Mirotic, he wasn't starting in Chicago. He was coming off the bench, and for him to get a trade out of a team he didn't want to be a part of and then become a starter on the other team and then get a chance to get a lot of minutes and have an impact on this team, that just helps you more confident. That just helps you want to prove yourself. I'm not saying that Mirotic is going to be an all-star. I'm not saying that he's going to be the franchise guy or the replacement to DeMarcus Cousins, but they're going to need somebody to pick up all that slack, especially losing a lot of players that really was big for this team last year. They're going to need somebody to step up, and I think Mirotic is just that guy that should be able to do it, and I feel like he wants to do it. Um, and I don't see why he can't. The problem with Mirotic, can he do it consistently? Can he knock down threes consistently? Can he be a consistent rebounder? I feel like those are the things that we will have to see him do if he really wants to take home this most improved player. Because if you really look at the New Orleans Pelican numbers last year, 8 rebounds, that's gettable. But you also can get more than that because AD is not always in the paint, and even when they switch with him, it takes him out of the paint, which means Mirotic can go in and grab rebounds. And sometimes players go small. Teams go small, and Mirotic is a legitimate 6'10", and he is a physical guy now. So I don't see why he can't get 10 rebounds a game, and I don't see why he can't get 20 points a game when you just have Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis on this team in the starting lineup. You're going to get 30 to 35 minutes, and you're going to get a lot of attempts because of the traps and double teams and a pick and roll that they're going to run with AD. So you can benefit just by knocking down the simple and easy shots. And if you do that, you can probably get an easy 20 and 10. And I didn't really see that going in, but the more you watch this team and the more that you see that he has a lot of easy opportunities, you just got to knock them down. You start thinking, hey, Mirotic, he might be a sleeper pick for most improved player. And that's something that I didn't really see. I feel like he was just going to be a great role player, but now I see he can have a better role. And Alvin Gentry is one of the better offensive coaches. Remember, he helped as Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire team get to the Western Conference Finals. I think a lot of people forget that, and a lot of people don't even remember that. But AD got a lot of Amari in him. Yes, he's a better player. Yes, he's a more complete player. But remember, Amari liked to hit that elbow jumper and roll to the basket and finish around that rim. And AD likes to hit the elbow jumper and roll to the basket, catch lobs, catch dunks, or just, get to the free throw line and shoot it at 80%. But he's a better version because he can stretch out the floor and handle the ball a lot better. But one of the keys to that team was the floor spacing. And that's something that Mirotic enables them to do. And at the end of the day, I would like to see what's going to happen with this team. I want to see if they can make the playoffs. I don't think they have enough. They're a little bit thin. I don't trust Alfred Payton enough because he's not really a scorer and he's not really a guy that puts a lot of pressure on the defense. But if anybody can figure it out, it's Alvin Gentry. He's been able to get this team to the playoffs. He's been able to win the playoff series that a lot of people thought they was going to lose. And, he's been able to get as much talent as he can to a team that a lot of players don't want to go to. He was able to get Mirotic. He was able to get Cousins. He was able to get Drew Holiday to re-sign. He was even able to get Rajon Rondo to come down there. So even Julius Randle and Jahlil Okafor are solid additions. But I would like to see this team. This is a team that I'm going to continue to watch all season to see how they're going to play. Because if they got to rely on AD and Drew Holiday to get 25 to 30 every single game, you get tired, you get beat up, you get toe up with the regular season being 82 games, and it's all about sustaining that for the whole season. And they're going to need somebody to pick up that slack when one of them ain't going. And it's most likely going to be Mirotic. So I like him. I like what he's doing. I like how he started off this season. He's a guy that was a veteran. He was the rookie and the vet, and he had a lot of hype when he came in. So Now it's all about living up to the hype and doing it consistently, and that's how you become a great player. And I think this is time for Mirotic to shine and show that, hey, Chicago, I got beat, I got kicked out, but I can still go out there and contribute to a team that wants me. I can start, and I deserve this spot. And he can post up a little bit too. He can knock down mid-range jumpers, and he can handle the ball and do some stop and pops and some pull-ups. So he got some more things in his game. He expanded his game a lot more. And like I said, he believed in his abilities, and now he has opportunities to show it. Um, and let's see what he do. Let me know. Do you think he can win Most Improved Player? Do you think people are sleeping on him? Do you think he overrated? Do you think this is just one game? Or you think that, hey, they don't have as much talent? They need somebody to be that third option, that glue guy? Maybe it is Nikola Mirotic. Maybe it's Randall. Maybe it's Mirotic. But Mirotic fit more better with AD than anybody on this roster besides Drew Holiday. So I can see him being a benefactor of a lot of the points and a lot of the assists and a lot of the easy shots being going to him. So if he can knock them down consistently or even give you about 18, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and a couple assists, I can definitely see him being in the conversation of most improved player. So let me know what you guys think. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out the Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, check out my spread shirt. There you can find t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, or even, accessories like phone cases, pillowcases, and even water bottles. Let me know what you guys think about Nikola Mirotic. Let me know what you guys think about the Pelicans. I read every comment, and let's see what happens in this season. Do you think he can win Most Improved Player, or do you think he can't? Do you think he can average 20 and 10 the whole season, or do you think he gonna go back to that 14, 15, 16 points by the end of the season, or do you think it's his time is ready for him to step up, and he has a team that has great ball movement, great players that can create shots for other players, and they can take advantage of it, and he can get the job done? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm gone.